I went to university for a year. I liked it, but at the same time, I'm quite hands-on as a person, and I learn best when I'm doing practical things, when I'm thrown into the situation and I have to learn. I didn't even expect to get anywhere near, even close to getting it, but I made a YouTube video as part of my application. It's just myself in it, a bit loud, a bit quirky, and they loved it. Got to the assessment day and was myself, and yeah, so I eventually got it. The team's great, and everyone knows that you're an apprentice, you're there to learn, you don't necessarily know everything. Through the apprenticeship, I think I've gained better networking skills. I've always been excited to talk to people, but I didn't necessarily know how. So for me, being able to master that skill and use lingo such as coffee and a chat, those are really valuable, and they're nice small methods of ways to network and build a relationship.
I was working a lot in hotels, but where I live in Cumbria, in Ambleside, but where I live you don't see many opportunities like this one. I kept looking on their website for the working schemes and stuff, and I came across this work experience week in June. After the work experience week, I got asked to do the Paralympics Day of Disability. I was quite shocked actually, because they asked me to introduce the Paralympic Games for last year. That was quite a surprise really. The amount of work I've done to get this far, it's been worth it, to be honest. Every day I just feel refreshed and I want to learn all the time, every day. Every day I'm coming in a completely new person. I'm learning things I didn't know before. I'm surprising myself every day as well. It changed my outlook on life really. So it's just nice to be in the same environment as people who have been through the same things that I have.
It's been a really nice few months with Chris actually. He's very much blossomed. I think the big thing with Chris was he'd never lived in a big city like London before, and he'd never worked at a big company like Channel 4. Having those two huge changes in your life both happen at the same time were quite a challenge for him, and he's really responded well. I'm very pleased with the progress he's made, and that's before we even get anywhere near the issues thrown up by his hearing. In the last few weeks, he's got to the point where actually he is now announcing on air, introducing Channel 4's programmes pretty much on his own.
There's a lot of room to grow here. You're not just refined to commissioning or working in legal or whatever department you're in. You can just ask and say, I'm really interested in such and such, can I go? And guarantee they will say yes. I'm not very academic, so it's nice to have that balance of coming into work every day and then having the apprenticeship side as well. So it's taught me to be a lot more organised and planning my weeks sort of way in advance.
Where I'm from in Belfast, I stumbled upon the Channel 4 pop-up, just like an information day about everything to do with the creative media. From there, I put everything into making sure that I applied and put everything into those applications for the Channel 4 apprenticeships. I personally don't think I'm talented in any way. I really wanted this, and I did everything I could to get my application in and make sure it was like the best possible. I'm just a Belfast boy coming here, and you know, when I walk from Waterloo to here and you walk past all these massive trademark marks and you see thousands of people every day taking photos of them and realise that you work here, I think that's probably the final moment to say, yeah, like, when you put your mind to something, you can definitely achieve it. Everyone around me, this is their full-time job, they've made it, this is what they want to do. And you know, you're dealing with them people on a day-to-day basis. So this is the spectrum of people you have available to talk and network with.
I've learned so much, just being here, just not even 4 months, I've learned so much. But one of the main things I think they teach you and try you to like really throw yourself into anything you do, like really making the most of your time here. I work a lot on our online community called UK Tribes, and that's 16 to 24-year-olds, and I analyse different questions they've been asked and what they say, and I'll evaluate what that means. I couldn't have had someone better to be my line manager, and she's made it so comfortable for me to settle in, you know, introducing me to everyone and arranging meetings for me with people in other departments that I wasn't as familiar with. We have a weekly meeting each week which we discuss anything that I'm unsure of, or she'll ask how I'm getting on. She's just lovely and really helpful.
I've met some of the most amazing people. In 3 months I've got to go to different festivals, briefing days. I've met so many people within the industry and everyone's been so lovely and welcoming. Just last month I created my own all-4 brief in Manchester, so that was solely mine and my responsibility. I think it's one thing for you to sit in a classroom and be told how an industry's like until you're actually in it, whereas an apprenticeship you actually get to be in the thick of it, learning every day and learning from people that are working in that environment. I'm nearly 23, so I think people associate apprenticeships with like you're being 16 leaving school. You don't have to be 16 leaving school. I think if you want to get your foot in the door of any industry, like just go for it. Like it's a great way to start off.
I applied for the Channel 4 one. It was in the last week, so I kind of had to rush my application. And the day after my birthday, they sent an email saying that I've got the job. So since then, my life has been pretty exciting. Before it was an IT project manager, but in January I had the option to change roles, so I took the risk and went for that. You've got to show that you're interested in what you're doing and show that you love doing it and you have a passion for it. You're in this privileged situation where, you know, many people would have apprenticeships, but they wouldn't have something like a big company like Channel 4, so it's kind of like you've got to take it in and take everything you can get as well.
I had zero confidence in myself and I really didn't think that I'd get it. I think the biggest challenge, but also the biggest highlight was to do my first shoot. So organise the photographer and the location and all the PR and everything. And I did that just a couple of months after starting, so although it was really daunting, it was a massive achievement to do it so fast.
I had an employment worker help me, and their agency basically said, all right, here it is, it's for people with disabilities. And I mean, I have autism myself, so it was like a perfect opportunity considering I had all of the experience. Actually, looking into the industry, I didn't actually know as much as I thought I did. Kind of wish I had passed this apprenticeship, secure like a final place here, and so I'm able to stay and kind of work my way up from that, so I can kind of form a bond with everyone here in the department, work my way up to like a producer or even bigger than that. Went from not working to kind of working full time at a huge establishment, and it's just breathtaking, honestly.
He's sweet, he's smart, he's super diligent about things. What Lewis and all the other apprentices have to do, like these people want to be here and they know what they want to do. I think that's the huge difference, that because they know what they want to do, they work harder and they believe in what they're doing. I really just can't wait to see how he progresses more as the year goes on, so I'm just excited to see that part of it.